Good evening and welcome to Look North, our top story tonight. Good evening and thanks for your company. A man who deliberately started a house fire which killed his friend has been jailed for 17.5 years. Raimondas Verheles was one of 6 people rescued from flats in Hill House Lane in Huddersfield after the blaze in February last year. He died in hospital. 43-year-old Marcin Kramarski was sentenced at Leeds Crown Court today, and Carla Fowler was there for us. The government has said there will be new local inquiries into grooming and child sexual exploitation. It follows calls for a national inquiry, with places like Rotherham and Bradford seeing organised abuse carried out by gangs. Well, today, millions of pounds has been pledged by the Home Secretary to fund 5 local inquiries, with there being a so-called rapid audit looking at the current scale and nature of gang-based exploitation across the country. Well, Ollie Constable joins me now. Ollie, what's been said today?
Well, there's been calls for a couple of weeks now for a national inquiry looking into the grooming of usually young girls in our towns and cities across the country. The issue's been going on for a couple of years, but...
So, 5 inquiries. Do we know where they're going to be yet?
We know Oldham's going to have one of those inquiries. As for the other 4, though, we don't, or how...
Now, there have been previous inquiries, haven't they, into abuse?
Yeah, there has. 3 years ago, that report...
Ollie, thank you. Next tonight, shoplifting is on the rise in South Yorkshire. That's according to police data. There were more than 15,000 reports of shoplifting in South Yorkshire in 2024. That's up more than 1,000 on the previous year. Conversely, in Doncaster, shoplifting is down in the same period, but some shop owners are not convinced and say thieving is worse than ever. Here's Mark Ansell. A problem I'm sure you're familiar with if you're a road user in our region. Now, let's hear from someone now who deals with a lot of pothole-related problems. Earlier, I chatted to Rod Dennis from the RAC and asked him why they appear in the first place. Auction that's happening now or coming up?
Yeah, so...
What a lovely family. Now, people in Otley say they'll continue to campaign to halt the felling of 2 trees in a local park. Residents now face the prospect of a single lane over the town's medieval bridge, which will lead to further traffic congestion. Leeds City Council says a deteriorating pedestrian footway at the side of the bridge needs to be replaced. It wants to install a temporary footway over the river whilst the replacement work is carried out. But that would mean removing the trees. Phil Bodmer has this. Lovely shot there. Now, how much do you really know about the history of where you live? Well, as Bradford gears up for its year in the spotlight, we've been exploring some of the hidden history in the city. Hamara Balm has been taking a look. Now, a bird of prey which has been trapped under netting on a building in Thirsk in North Yorkshire since the weekend has finally been freed. Well done to them. A happy ending. Right. Oh, it's been lovely this week, hasn't it?
Yeah, look at the blue sky there.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely fantastic. Quite a bit of cloud and mist and fog to come over the next few days, but of course I've got a couple of lovely pictures to show you. And we'll start, first of all, last night in the Worth Valley. The fog just developed apparently out of nowhere. I thought that was a beautiful picture, but of more interest is this one. That's Whernside. Now, that's the tallest mountain in Yorkshire. It goes up to about 2,500 feet. Amazing that the snow has nearly gone even there. Now, there is an explanation. That's the forecast.
I think you're interesting.
Oh, thanks.
I hang off every word you say.
Well, we can talk temperature inversions after the programme if you want.
That's a date. How exciting. See you at 7:30. Bye-bye.
Did you...